Welcome in, everybody, and we are here. Wrong one. Welcome in, everybody, to CSG Drift Season 4. We are here in the server. We got all of our drivers lined up here tonight, and it has been an absolute crazy sign-up process. We've had over 142 drivers here tonight trying to make it to that top 32. But again, welcome to CSG Drift Season 4. But tonight, we will be here on VDC 2022 Season 4, Round 1. This track was put together by VDC. Thank you so much for making this track public and allowing us to run it here. We're going to go over the usual basics at the beginning of our night here, which consists of our rules and guidelines. Please be kind and respectful to others. Chat and VC. Judges' calls are final, and scoring for qualifying is based on 100 points based on line, angle, and X factor, which breaks down to that aggression, style, and proximity. Bracket is created using a qualifying score FD seed. You guys will see that later on through our Discord and, of course, during our battles. There are no monetary prizes. Remember, this is all for entertainment and fun. Mods reserves the rights to warn, ban, or kick drivers due to behavior or unsportsmanlike conduct. But overall, guys, have fun, good luck, and we'll be working out some kinks here tonight, that's for sure. Well, let's take a look at that line map. Over here, we have a total of 9 zones tonight. We have a speed limit zone coming around that first corner. You see that in blue towards the top of the screen there, and then we come across our initiation line into our first decel zone, going into that outer zone 1, then outer zone 2 through our inner clip, outer zone 3, 4, and 5, cross inner clip 2, outer zone 6, and then our second decel zone coming into that final outer zone, which is a wall ride as well. So we're going to be watching the proximity on some of these drivers here tonight. We got a lot of new faces and a lot of returning drivers from season 3. Well, let's get us kicked off here. We're going to be popping on over to, if it would allow me to, Miles Johnson is sitting here ready at the line. We're going to wait till we get the go-ahead from our coordinators in the background, and we'll get these guys sent off and on their way. All right, let's kick off season 4. Let's send them. 3, 2, 1, go. And as I said, we're working some kinks out here. We got a failure on the lights here right off the bat. Miles Johnson rocking a this first server that we're in here tonight. We were bouncing between 6 separate servers to make this as drivable as possible for everybody. And this first server is all VDC 3.0 cars. We have a ton of custom cars. Our techs were working all week and all pretty much previous week as well, getting all those cars teched, inspected, and ready for the competition here. Shaking loose any of those cobwebs, I tell you. Been a little too long since we've done our CSG Drift Series, but starting off the new year right, we got Miles Johnson here in his A90 Supra. All right, we got him off on his way. This is that a speed limit zone we were talking about as we come across our initiation line right about here into that outer zone with an excellent fill out by Miles Johnson there. Pushing across that outer zone into that inner clip. Rumbles are allowed on this track, as you'll see here tonight, but no contacts on those pylons. An excellent run here by Miles Johnson. That'll get him a qualifying score here tonight. All right, having a little bit of technical difficulties there, but let's send them. Apparently not. And there we go, Water taking his way down the track. And the ever-beloved BMW Eurofighter. Ooh, that's going to be a little rough for him out there on the track, as we do have our first spin out of the night. You know, these guys practice very hard throughout the week, and you come down to that last little bit there, and unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't go as planned. And we're all set to send them. We got Avi Slides coming up next. Rocking another BMW. With an excellent first fill out there. A lot of calculation of speed coming into that first zone, braking and getting that exact speed that these guys are trying to dial in. Really sets them up for that round, as this is a very high speed course as we come through all of these zones following. Look at the proximity there to the wall and right across the line. An excellent qualifying run there for Javi. I have to figure this out. Yeah, pretty much. It's very zoomed in. Okay. All right. And up next, we got Shuzno Dan. Let's see it. Rocking that VDC C6 Corvette. All right. Up next, we got Dave Dirt. See him take his run down there. Right across the initiation line, throwing right into that angle, going a little bit shallow on that first outer zone. Let's see if he can pull it together for the second half of this run. Some huge angle coming through into these back-to-back outer zones. Cross those lines into the wall. Can he keep the proximity? No, maybe a little bit of a contact there, and across the line. Give a quick reminder to all drivers out there, make sure that we are waiting till runs are completely finished before disconnecting or reconnecting to the server. We have server leads to help direct you with that. Okay. All right. Bernier 51 up next. Let's see it. Let's go. Excellent start to the fill outs there. Going a little wide on that inner clip as he pushes out. Starts to recover it here on the back-to-back outer zones. And into our last and final outer zone on the wall with some nice proximity throughout. and across the line. We're just going through as many drivers here as possible and quickly as possible. The results for qualifying will be posted up in our Discord following competition here, probably by tomorrow morning, based on the amount of drivers we have competing here tonight. All right, up next we got Irish Cars. Got a little bit of a malfunction with our comfy map for selecting these drivers here tonight. We'll get that squared away by the next server, but do ignore the large window that's popping up there for you guys tonight. Like I said, working out some of those kinks, shaking the cobwebs out. Irish Cars ripping up the track, going a little wide on that inner clip. It is going to definitely be a zone where we're needing to see these drivers cinch in those angles as they come around. It's definitely not the first car tonight that we've seen take it a little wide, but he's recovering here in the end of his run, and with a little bit of contact on that wall and across the line. Irish Cars. Up next, we got Arcs going for his qualifying run. Cross that initiation line, Arcs taking it a little bit on the inside. Let's see how he fares on this inner clip. We've seen a little bit of struggles here tonight and a nice deep fill out there, but with a definite knock there on that first outer zone. Don't worry guys, I'm not the judge here tonight, just doing some light commentary for you. Tomorrow we'll have our battles. These guys tandeming it off, facing off, and fighting for those podium finishes. Don't forget to subscribe over to us on that YouTube channel. That is where all of the following competitions will be hosted. We are just here on Twitch because that's what we did in season 3, but we are live over there as well. WM Slide, our server lead here tonight, sitting there in the Corvette. Let's see how he does. Taking it nice and slow around that corner. We do have that 50-mile-an-hour speed limit as they open it up on that straight and across into that first outer zone. Going a little bit wide there. We saw about a tire drop, maybe 2, by WM Slide. Nice deep fill out on that inner zone. Coming across to our second inner clip. A little bit wide there, but pulling it in for this wall zone. Literally just scraping it through and across the line. WM Slide in that Corvette C6. We're going to give a quick moment here, let some of these drivers disconnect and get a quick head count for this server before we hop over to the next. Yeah, we'll be only doing quali tonight, guys. This is just you guys can take a look at the process of everything here. This competition is always free and open to everybody to join. Right now, custom car entries are closed, and you know, just you know, a little quick light test out there. Yeah, I appreciate everybody's patience in this season 4. You guys surpassed our expectations. Last season we probably had a max of about 75, and we have doubled that this season. So a lot of growing pains, but also doing our best to keep up with all that. But we got Moist Muffin here sitting at the line. Should see him starting out in just one moment. Waiting on a few reconnects here and disconnects. Reason we wait for these is because there are sometimes little lag spikes that kind of happen, and we don't want those occurring in between these guys qualifying runs. These guys get one run and that's it. You guys drop it in chat if you're competing or you're trying for qualification tonight, or here just watching for a buddy, friend, spouse, whatever it may be. Looks like we're getting the green light here. 3, 2, 1, and go. Maybe not. There it is. Moist Muffin off the bat there in the A90 Supra Mark 5. Taking it nice and slow, opening up that throttle and across that initiation line. A nice solid fill out by Moist Muffin. Coming around that outer zone, a little bit shallow there, but he's keeping the car going as we come across into our second inner zone, into that outer, and right across this wall. Let's see how he fares on the proximity here. Very nice proximity and across the line. That's going to grant him a qualifying score tonight. All right, we got... We'll apologize for any mispronunciations tonight, but that is XX Quasi. You guys can correct me later in Discord for tomorrow night. Well, let's see it. 3, 2, 1, go! Rocking that C6 Corvette in that Velocity yellow. Nice, calm, and collected through that corner. That's what we're going to want to see tomorrow during our battles. This guy's not racing to that initiation line, leaving the other guys in the dust. Here we go, coming across into that inner clip. Nice deep fill out. In those back-to-back zones, a little shallow on that last one. It would definitely not set him up for that second inner clip. Just clipping off the grass there a little bit, but some massive speed coming around through that wall and across the line. Here he goes. All right, up next we got Hassan Sharif. Let's see it in that GT86. I believe that's one of the VDC's newer liveries there, the Sim Magic White. Giving her the beans there. Here we go, coming across that first zone. Looks like we do have a little bit of probably a high ping there. It seems to be remaining pretty smooth out there on the track for the rest of the run here. Massive angle coming across that last zone. A little shallow on that inner clip. We're going to see a lot of struggles out there tonight on that second inner clip. Got a lot of speed coming through there. Got to shave it off with using that angle. And across the line. Up next we got TOC Zolt. Rocking the Mustang. A little bit of a slow entry coming into that first outer zone. but picking up the speed as we come around. Nice and deep on that first inner clip. Back and forth on the Manji. All right, we got King up next in the BMW. Let's see it. Got a lot of very interesting cars coming up as well in our next servers. Those are all going to be custom cars. This first server here that you're seeing are the VDC stock 3.0s, which you guys can compete in. Nothing wrong with them. A lot of guys prefer to get their own cars created. We're going to see a lot of cool builds out on the track here a little bit later tonight. Let's say we're just about halfway through this server. Yeah, nice across the line there by King. Abdul Rahman is up next. Rocking another one, rocking the GT86 here. I would say my personal preference in driving. Oh no. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a miscommunication there. That is Abdul. Yeah, never fear about missing the first part of that. We all these runs are getting pushed through first because we have such a large group of drivers here tonight that they're going to get pushed through first, and then judging takes place afterwards. We want to make sure everybody gets their shot to get that qualifying run in, and then we got multiple camera angles that are taken into consideration, as well as those Assetto replays too to reference, and of course stream as well. These are just the cinematic shots for you guys, for your guys' viewing pleasure. All right, so we have the correct driver here, Abdul. As he takes his way down the track. Nice safe initiation there, maybe a little bit wide there. Hard to tell from those cinematic cameras if he went a little wide, but judges will be the say of that. As we come across these back-to-back Manji and into that second inner clip. Nice pull in there. In about a half a fill out there and across the wall with some nice speed throughout this run for Abdul. Up next, we got another BMW out there on the track. That is going to be Donahue Joseph. Yeah. Huge angle here by Donahue as we come across into the wall with some major speed. Look at the proximity to the wall as he comes across the line. Oh, what a run out there on the track. Gotta save my voice here tonight, guys. All right, up next we got SR Killshot. Nice solid fill out. Some of these guys are taking it a little easy here tonight, believe it or not. They got one run to get themselves that qualifying score, but we're looking at 142 drivers in the top 32 are going to be making it onto those battles. So there's going to be a brutal cutoff, I can tell you right now. We're going to be sitting probably high 90s for everybody in that top 32. All right, up next we got CDS Emily rocking that Corvette. My personal favorite of the VDC 3.0s. Nice solid fill out coming across there and into that first inner clip. Up a solid angle through the Manji, back to back on those three outer zones with a deep fill out on that inner clip too. Right onto that wall and across the line. Next we got CDS Bread, or Beard, sorry. We do have a bread that competes with us. We'll probably be seeing them a little later on tonight. CDS Beard, let's go. Smoking out the track. Nice back to back here. Coming across that last outer zone, my camera is going a little wild as he goes to fill out that final wall and across the line. There's going to be another reminder to those drivers out there. Make sure we are not disconnecting or connecting during those runs. Up next, we got Rush Andy Andre. Rocking the GTR. That VDC car is an absolute monster out on the track. Getting some nice solid fill outs on those two first zones. Nice deep on that first inner clip. Rush Andy. So we fare on this final wall, working our way out. And some nice proximity and across the line by Rush Andy. Next we got Moist Skids. Rocking that BMW with the HGK livery on there. Let's see it. Very calm initiation, like we were saying. Got a lot of guys running tonight. None of these guys want to get those zeros, so taking it a little more conservative, but pushing through those zones. A nice solid fill out on that inner clip into the back-to-back Manjis. With a nice deep fill out as well on there. Maybe a pylon hit there, not entirely sure. But a solid proximity coming out that wall and across the line he goes. Up next we got Drift's Monkey. Drift. Sorry about that. Drift Smokey. Coming up next here, sitting there at the line, GT86 VDC. Nice, calm and collected around that start, across the straight and across that initiation line. Nice deep fill out on that inner clip. Got to keep that speed coming across this Manji, going a little wide there, throwing some dirt. Second inner clip with a solid fill out there and into our wall zone. Maybe a few taps here and there and across the line. Drift Smoky. Up next, we got Ed Edwards. Let's go. A solid flick across that initiation line, filling out zones 1 and 2 into that third zone, that inner clip, into our back-to-back Manji. Ed Edwards. See how he fares on that second inner clip, the one we've seen a little bit of struggle here tonight. Nice solid fill and into the wall. Let's see it. What proximity as he comes across that line. Up next, we got RKX Kev. Another Corvette C6. Hey, I'm glad I'm not the only one that called Drift Smoky Drift Monkey. There we go. Massive wide angle coming into that second to last zone. Cross our wall with some great proximity. Judges are going to be looking at every aspect of these drivers here tonight, considering we are solely looking at their performance, nothing to do with battles, tandeming, or proximity to another driver. So we're looking at line, angle, and X factor, which breaks down into that style and aggression, and of course, proximity to that final zone. Might have a little light malfunction, but there he goes. Array. Nice solid fill outs here by Array. Excellent fill out on that inner clip too, into our final zone and across the line. We got a Serene Skids out there. Let's get the lights with a 3, 2, 1, go. One of the CSG staff members throwing in his qualifying run as well here tonight. Nice solid fill outs on those two first zones into that inner clip. And across the back straight here into those 3 outer zones in the Manji. Solid fill out on that inner clip too. Into the wall. with some solid proximity and across the line. Excellent stuff. We're giving a quick check on our VDC server. We're about to head over to our first custom car server of the night. So we'll be taking a quick 2 to 3 minute break here so that we can get loaded in and set up and get those guys lined up ready to go. Thank you so much, Tiny. I always can depend on Tiny to tell me that I'm looking handsome today. You guys can't see me, but you only can imagine. In the meantime here, we are going to just put up a quick reference to our line map here tonight that breaks down every single zone that these drivers are trying to fill out here, as well as those 2 decel zones, and of course that 50 mile an hour or 80 kilometer per hour speed limit zone as we switch servers. All right, and we are just loading up here into our first custom car server of the night. These servers are a little bit smaller in size. That VDC server was a max of 41 drivers. These custom car servers have about 20 to 25. Oh, I saw. All right, and we are just about ready to get started here. These guys getting their last practice runs in. Let's pull down that line map, and as we get these guys lined up and ready to go. There's our cone man. We all know him and love him. I think he was doing a few donuts out there on the track. I don't know about you guys. About 1,000 horsepower cone right there. I believe it's running off of Viper data. All right, looks like we were waiting on just a few more to load in here, and we'll get started on our first round of custom cars. In the meantime, let's see if we can snag one of these drivers here. There we go. Grabbed on board. And this is Bread out there. We were talking about CDS Beard, and now we got Bread out here competing as well. Another common mix-up. Yes, and server 2 should be booted up. Taking a quick look at chat over there. Welcome in, everybody. Car is ripping. Having a little short technical difficulty here, guys. Just watching some of these guys get their last few practice rounds in, and we'll be lining up. Some absolutely mental skins out there. Advantage of running those custom cars, running those custom skins as well. Casual Kane, yeah, the same time tomorrow. That is when the battles will be taking place. Sorry guys, trying to keep an eye on chat here, but we also got a lot of back end stuff that we're working on here, sorting out some kinks here and there, and we also do have those notifications turned off for right now, but don't forget, tomorrow it will be on YouTube. If you guys haven't checked it out before, we have a channel over there, and not just drift content, other stuff as well that we do in our spare time between those drift sessions. But you can catch us over there at Cosmos Sign. All right, we're going to get our cone man out there. This is going to be a call to pits for everybody, and as he gets lined up there, to get these qualifying runs underway. He bitted me. Kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Got sent back to pits there on the pits call. Never fear, or just the spectating party here, and you'll get her rolling here in just a second. All right, looks like we are ready to get started here. Up first, we got Brandon Swan. There we go. Definitely one of the quieter cars out there. Heading into that first outer zone. Cross into our second and into the inner clip. This guy's rocking some of those nice inertia FD lights there. See exactly what's going on the inside of their car there, whether they're braking or on gas. Nice fill out on the wall. Brandon Swan and across the line. ADL Terran up next. Let's send him. That backfire on the holy. ADL Terran rocking that custom RX-7 out there. Throwing a little dirt on that middle Manji, but pulling it together here at the end and across that final wall ride and across the line. Nice solid run there, throwing flames by Terran. These guys' cars are getting wild. Up next we got Will Hurst. You may know him from previous seasons as Gone. Rocking that custom A90 Supra, rocking a big wing. Nice solid fill out on that inner clip. Bouncing that rev limiter. Here he goes, coming across into our inner clip 2. Into our final zone. Oh, with a tap coming into it. And across the line he goes. Definitely not happy about that, but unfortunately that's sometimes how it goes. Legacy Militix up next in a custom M4 BMW. Nice safe initiation there across the line. Holding that speed back a little bit. The massive break into there as we come across that first inner clip and into that back straight for these back-to-back outer zones. Pulling it in nice and tight on that inner clip 2 and onto the wall here. A solid run there for Legacy Militix. Legacy Husa Racing is up next. Rocking a custom BMW E92 Eurofighter. Nice snap across the transition there, filling out first 2 zones into our first inner clip with a solid deep fill out. Rumbles are allowed throughout this track. Just no grass. Got to keep it off the dirt there. No contacts on those pylons. And, of course, cincher up onto that wall. Let's see how Husa Racing does. Absolutely solid proximity on that last zone. And across the line he goes. Lab 1. Tattoos. And here he goes off of the light. Does look like we do have a little bit of a sound file. We were made aware of this issue in the beginning there. So we do have a little bit of a quiet run here, but it does not affect the data end of his car. A little wide on that inner clip as he pulls it together on our back straight. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we got an electric car out there on the track. With a solid fill out on that outer zone and across the line. Lab 1 Tattoos. Up next, we got Chewy 4321. I think the next word is go. It's rocking a custom BMW E46. You're spectating him earlier with some practice runs there. Nice deep fill out on that inner clip. Nice solid fill out on the second inner clip. We've seen a lot of drivers here go a little too wide on there and then have to recover it on the wall there. Set himself up perfectly there with some nice proximity on that final zone with a final 360 out of there. Up next, we got Josh Oxley running a custom Mercedes-Benz E63. If I'm not mistaken, pretty close to the same car as the previous season. New livery, new style. Let's go. The creativity that we see on some of these liveries is absolutely mental. He even got himself some underglow and red lighting going on too. Nice angle coming across there. A deep fill out on that inner clip too. Going wide on that last one. Let's see how he fares up on the wall. And a solid fill out there and across the line. Josh Oxley. Alex Rogachev up next. Rocking a custom S15. Definitely a fan favorite out there. The S chassis, you see them a lot. The S13, S14, S15, and you can't forget about the 14.5, 14.9, all of them in between. Absolutely mental wastegate going on out there as he's just slamming on the throttle and into that final zone, across the wall and across the line. Alex Rogachev. Up next, we got Bread. Rocking another custom S15. Nice, solid, safe entry there by Bread as we come across with a solid inner clip fill out. Hitting the zones. Taking it nice and tight across there with a solid fill out. No rumbles there on that second to last outer zone and across into that wall zone. A little bit of scrapage going on there, but across the line. Legacy Kogan. You guys may remember him from last season. He's back. Let's see it. Some huge speed coming into there, right on the line as we push across that first, second outer zone into our inner clip. Solid speed and angle. Let's see how the Manji treats him. Solid midfill out there on that inner clip too, and into that wall zone, riding it, and across the line. All right, looks like we are waiting on a second group load in here for this server. Give the guys just a second to boot up their games and get in here. Got a few of them lining up already. But we like to see. Still got ourselves about, after this server, about 80 drivers to go. Tell ya, Kogan always out there throwing some wild runs. don't forget, tomorrow, battles, same time, same place, over here on the YouTube. We will also have replays, side-by-side replays, and even some drone cam action by the one and only Spawns. You guys saw him last season rocking some of that drone cam. You'll see that in the bottom right corner, as well as we'll probably feature some full screen drone cam action out here on the track tomorrow. D. Rosario is up next. Let's see him. Let's go. Rocking a custom S13 out there on the track. One of my favorite street variants to drift. Car sounds absolutely mental out there, and a nice deep fill out on that inner clip too. Into the wall, a little bit of maybe a tighten up there, but he makes it through with no contact on that wall and across the line. D. Rosario. Ruben V up next. RKX. Let's see it. We're in a custom BMW out there on the track tonight. Cut it really tight there, right onto the rumbles there. Maybe a pylon hit. Finishing her off strong with a nice fill on those last two outers and onto the wall and across the line for Ruben V. Juan Lee rocking that RTR Mustang. Very clean livery out there on Jiwan Lee's car. Of course, representing a little flag on top. We got drivers from all across the world here competing. Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, Australia, New Zealand, and of course, North America. Big round of applause to some of these guys over in Europe. I know it's early, but good morning. So I like to start my day with a little bit of drifting. Frosty S coming at ya in that custom GTR Liberty Walk. Massive wing on that. Very cool livery out there on the track as well. Not enough reflective or chrome liveries. Ooh, and unfortunately, a miscalculation coming across that initiation line. And that is going to be a rough one there for Frosty tonight. Holds it together at the end there, showing what he's got to show out there on the track, and we will move on to TOC Edis. Keeping a nice, calm, collected, opening that throttle and across the line there, throwing a nice Huge flame right off the bat there. Love the almost matte livery on there with the orange and blue. It's a custom GR86 you guys are seeing out there. Got a few of them entered in the customs category with a little bit of a wall hit there, but finishes it off strong and across the line. Next, we got Jay Babcock. Of course, rocking that custom Supra here. You guys may have seen that car featured in our teaser trailer for season 4. Some mental photography going on with that car, as well as a few others there. You can always check them out on the Discord as well. Exclamation Discord if you're over there on Twitch. Or you can search us up through the community manager on Discord, Cosmos. Across the line he goes with a solid run there for Jay Babcock. Put a little wave from Jay Babcock there. Up next we got Sim Cave Media, TOC. Sim Cave Media, Brandon Surratt. Rocking that AutoZone livery. Here we go. Coming into our last zone, into that wall, and you even got the GoPro mounted on the hood there. Sorry, on the roof. And across the line. Tripty Mine. We were talking about a few photos over there in Discord. Tripty Mine also posting on the daily. You may have seen a start screen today, a resemblance to this car. Appreciate you guys sharing those photos. We got a custom F22 Eurofighter BMW. Simple but stylish livery there. The gold rims, black and gold livery. Oh, a little bit of a slip up there on the rumbles, throwing him into the dirt just a little bit. Massive angle coming through there. Oh, and takes out the pylon. Thankfully, those are not solid because you guys know Assetto. They like to fill things with concrete, like those tires you see. So those are non-collidables, but they definitely do affect the qualification score. Up next, we got Jeff T. rocking a custom A90 Supra. Yeah, I tell you, just part of the fun part of being on the tech crew for CSG Drift is you get to see some of these cars before anybody else does. And man, these guys have been hard at work on these custom models, custom liveries. Definitely a lot of talent out there for custom car creation. All right. Looks like we got a little miscommunication here. We should see him headed on his way here in just a moment. Give him a good old-fashioned 3, 2, 1 and see if we can get him to head on down the track. Here he goes, Jeff T. Happy Friday to everybody that's still sitting in the evening. Or should I say happy Saturday to those on the other side of the world. Little shallow fill out there, makes it up for it in the second and third on that straight. some massive angle with a little bit of a correction coming around there. Can he save it into the wall? And saves it, cinches it up, and sends her across that finish line. Right towards the camera. Watch out. Here he comes. Just giving a final call here to the drivers in this server, and we'll see where we sit. And could be heading on to our next custom car server tonight. Let's give a round of applause to all the drivers so far tonight. Takes a immense amount of talent, to manage these beasts of cars. 1,000+ horsepowers on tight tracks with only one run to show what they got. These guys practice non-stop sometimes and then come into it, and you know, you got one run to show for it, and let me tell you, the stage fright kicks in. Like we're waiting on about 3 or 4 to load in here. We got 2 waiting, ready to go, and we'll let the server stabilize here just a little bit, and we'll get them on their way. Cone Man out there doing a little bit of donuts. All right, we got Nate coming up next here. Custom Corvette C6 Orla. Nice solid fill out on the first 3 zones. Onto the back straight. A little bit shallow on that inner clip too, but fills it out, cinches it in for that wall run, and across the line he goes. Next we got Jaden Wright, JW Performance. You've seen him before. Here he is in the custom A90 Supra. Absolutely ripping it out there. Coming across that inner clip too. We've seen some struggles there, taking it real wide there, but getting a nice full fill out on that second to last zone and across the wall, and he makes it out. Maybe with just a few scratches. Gonna double check on this server as we are about to head over to our custom car 2. Means this server will be going down and customs 3 will be going up. Those in custom car 3 server will be able to get their practice in. Just real quick, we're gonna flop our we'll do our rules this time. Rules and guidelines for all drivers, chat, and everybody else, competing or not. And some basic rundown of how things are scored there. Quick reminder to those driving, Customs 3 is now being booted up, and Customs 1 is closed for the time being. Servers will go back up after we complete qualifying here tonight for your practicing needs. And there's our line map one more time for those who haven't seen it. Just about ready to get these guys lined up and send them on their way. Get ourselves a little bit of practice footage here as these guys get their last little laps in. You can hear them rocking out there. Get rid of this line map. Just waiting on a few to disconnect here, and then we'll get these guys on their way. Whole nother set of 24 rocking out here with the server lead of JL Good. Thank you so much for the little volunteer role there of just helping organize and getting that server nice and tidy. Looks like we've had our back to pits, and now they are starting to line up here at our starting line. Got Co-Man getting set up. All right, looks like we're ready. First up, we got AOM Lugo. Let's go. There we go. Lugo. Nice little conservative initiation across the line there. Nice solid fill out on our first 3 zones to the back straight. Lugo. Definitely a little bit of struggle cinching up to get nice and deep on that inner clip too, but a solid run there by Lugo Drifts AOM. Battle Group Pure Wall up next. Rocking a custom E92 Eurofighter. Don't think so. Just kidding. That is an S14. I don't know what I was talking about there. Forgive me, everybody. I swear. It's an S14. It's not a BMW in disguise. But here he is on the back straight. Back to back. Let's see it. Nice. Mid-fill there coming around. And across the wall zone there. And a excellent wall fill there and across the line for Pure Wall. DMI Wolf up next. Rocking a custom BMW. Or no, just kidding. Got a thing for BMWs tonight. Reading off a sheet, guys. My apologies. Solid fill out here across those first 3 zones into the back Manchi. That blue underglow going in the smoke, a little bit blue there, and into the wall here with nice stable solid fill out on that wall zone and across the line. DMI Wolf. Nathan Vieira. EDF. Let's see it. Should I say it, guys? It's a BMW. Mixed up my lines, you know. Listen to that baby purr out there, and we come across that first inner clip into our back straight. Nice smooth transitions here for Nathan. Going across our last 2 zones into that wall ride, and spectacular, and across the line he goes. Up next we got Daniel Camacho. Middle zone fill out there and into that inner clip, solid fill out as well for Daniel Camacho here into our back straight. He's got to maintain that speed and that back-to-back Manji with those angles into our inner clip 2 and into our final 2 zones. Daniel Camacho across the line. A nice dialed run for him tonight. So that was our first group for this server, waiting for a few to load in, and we'll be sending the rest of them. Don't forget too, guys, we're over here on the YouTube. If you're watching from over on Twitch, we'll be streaming battles over on YouTube tomorrow night, same time, same place. Got other content there, as well as our highlight reels will be posted there as well. Another big announcement for CSG Drift this season. We do have a merch line that launched. That goes towards thanking our staff, car tech guys, and judges for their time here to help us run this event. Exclamation Redbubble if you're over there on the Twitch. Otherwise, you can find more details on our Discord. All proceeds go to improving CSG Drift, as well as thanking those who have volunteered season after season. First up on the line here, looks like we got Ethan Turner. Let's go. This guy's patiently been waiting to run their cars. Solid fill out on that first outer zone. Remember, we got 2 decel zones on this track. One right after that initiation line to help slow up for that curve, as well as one directly before our wall zone. Going very wide on that inner clip too. And that's our second decel zone as he pushes through and across the line for Ethan Turner. All right, up next we got our Valente. If I get any of your guys' names wrong, please let me know in a DM later. I will do my best to correct for future events. There's a lot of names here tonight. Right into our final zone, across the wall. With a little 360 at the end there. Next we got Chaos 116. Let's see it. Early initiation there, but lining them up just right for that first outer zone, coming across into that inner clip. Nice solid fill outs here for Chaos. And across the line he goes. Up next, we got last one. Nice little Intel NVIDIA logo there. Solid fill outs on the first 3 zones. Coming across our back straight. A little bit of a pylon hit there as we come across into that final zone on the wall with a little bit of contact, pulls it together and across the line, finishing her off. Next, we got Mason Knight. Rocking that S15. Wide body too, nonetheless. How wide can you go? Absolute smoke show there. Huge angle on the Manji, coming around into our inner clip 2. Just making it across, coming into our final 2 zones and onto the wall. Oh, with a little bit of a contact there. That is unfortunate. Looks like we will be most likely switching over to our next server here. That will be custom, or sorry, our next group in Customs 2. Give these guys just a quick second to load in here. You guys are confused. Maybe don't know where you are. We're here at CSG Drift. That is Season 4. Making our way through our qualification tonight. Battles will be tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll see you guys there. Working our way through our custom cars right now. 100 plus drivers battling it out for the top 32. Waiting for a few more to load in here, and we will start sending them on their way. All right, looks like we got another 9 drivers here. Next up, Matt Spies. Let's send them. Oh, a little bit of an overshoot there for Matt Spies, sending it off the track. Unfortunate, but unfortunately it does happen. And we've seen these guys put down some solid runs here. All it takes is that one mistake. Powell coming up next with the original, what I thought was going to be a BMW. Coming across those zones. Solid fill out on that inner clip. So you gotta pick up a little bit of speed here. Oh, kicking into the dirt just a little bit as we come across that inner clip 2 with a full fill out. Just tapping our second to last outside zone and onto the wall. I'll hold in some proximity there and across the line. Up next, we got Seth Miller. Nice snap across the initiation line, filling out that first zone. And the second. Nice and deep on our inner clip. Judges are definitely going to be paying some attention to those fill outs on those inner clips. We've seen some struggles here on that inner clip too, as well as that proximity to this final outer zone on the wall. Seth Miller finishing off across the line. Aaron's G in the Stangry. Very unique car out there on the track. Yeah, 2024. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, absolutely ripping some monster angle out there. Throwing some huge angle, popping right through that pylon, and unfortunately a hit on that wall was enough to send him wide enough to throw off that last zone. Very unfortunate. Togue SR. Like we may have a little bit of a communication error out there, but we'll get him sent on his way here in just a second. There we go. DMI Togue. Got a lot of teams out here, all pushing to get to that top 32 for a chance to compete for that podium finish in our first round of Season 4 CSG Drift. Nice solid fill on the wall here. And cutting a little short there at the end, but across the line, they go. Zach, ZA1K. Let's see it. Like we may have another broken audio there. We'll have that. Or another electric car out on the track here tonight. Going very wide there, throwing a little bit of dirt clouds there. You know, get to listen to a little bit of that background royalty-free music since we're over there on the YouTube. A solid fill out on that last wall there and across the line. Perfect opportunity for me to practice my ASMR announcing. But we'll get those audio files squared away, and that's you know, part of quali, working out those little bugs here and there, get everything running nice and smooth. Got Zach Macy up next. There he goes. Nice sideways across the initiation there, setting him up for that first zone. Second zone fill out, third into that nice full fill out on that inner clip. Into our back-to-back Manjis. A solid fill out on that inner clip too, and onto that outer zone. Let's see how the wall fares. No problems whatsoever, and across the line for Zach Macy. Excellent run. Next, we got Omer Bagdatali. Bagdatali. Sorry, very sorry about that. Omer, headed down the track. You can DM me on the pronunciation of your last name. That'd be wonderful. Nice solid fill outs there on the first 3 zones. Our final outside zone, holding that proximity to the wall, and across the line he goes. Next, we got JL Good. Got the hazards flashing on this one as he goes for his qualifying run. JL Good. Nice and tight, coming around that inner clip 2 into the wall. Let's see. As he pushes his way on out with some great proximity across that line, and a nice run there by J. Elgood. He's feeling pretty good about that run. Let's see here. We're going to be switching up servers here, if I'm not mistaken, and heading on to our next round of custom cars. Again, this is CSG Drift, round 1, VDC Verno. There's the line map for you guys as we switch on over to the next server and get set up. Headed over to Customs 3. That's the name of the server. Customs 4 will be going up and Customs 2 will be going down. Optimizing the connection for all of you guys that are competing here tonight. Let's give a little round of applause for the patience for these guys here at the second half of our servers. I know it can be a little bit of a wait, but it is in the order in which cars were tech approved and sent through. Yep, I'm in it. Yep. All right, guys, we are going to be taking a quick, 2-minute break here as everybody gets set up. Just going to put us back to the starting screen with a little bit of a countdown. You guys can stop staring at that, that darn line map. We'll be ready to go here in just a moment. Yeah, a little pick me up in our music there. All right, I'll kick us back on over to here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on that YouTube channel and notifications if you want to be notified when we go live for our battles. Got our cone man sitting out there. They're getting ready. Just waiting on the thumbs up from the staff. We will start sending these guys. First up on the track here is going to be William Holloway. Let's see it. Nice solid angle coming across that initiation line. Filling out first two zones into that inner clip. And across our back straight. You've seen it all night. This Manji back and forth, holding that speed throughout these three outer zones and into our second inner clip with a nice fill out by William Holloway. Into the wall. And across the line. Saif Hamdan is up next here for us. We got him on his way. Nice back-to-backs here coming into that inner clip with a solid fill out into our final two outer zones. Onto the wall. And across the line. Live 2XL R8 is up next. See those lights? Let's send them. Very calm, collected start here. Rocking that custom R34. Down our back straight. Throwing some dust clouds. Going a little wide on that inner clip. Let's see if we can flip it around here for the wall. With a solid save there at the end by Live 2XL. All right. And next up, we got N Randy. Taking it nice and wide, keeping her on the track though, as we come across those first two outer zones. Little shallow fill out there on that first outer zone on that back straight. Into that inner clip 2 with a fill out. And onto the wall. And Randy crossed the line. Revival Busa King. Lined up, ready to go. Let's send them. Rocking that Team Revival livery. Nice back-to-backs coming through there. Taking her slow. Lining it up for that inner clip too. Little bit of a clip there. And let's see how they fare on the wall. Coming through with a solid proximity throughout and across the line. Brian T. RKX Reveals. Brian T. Rocking a 400Z. I believe. Solid fill outs there and across the line. Coming right at the cameraman there. We got Rob, Velocity Media Co. Lined up ready to go in an SN95 Mustang. Only one that we've seen in the competition here. It's CSG. Unfortunately, sends her a little wide there into the dirt as he finishes out the run. And across the line. All right, gonna wait for our next little group to load in, and we'll be sending them on their way. Got a few guys loading in, few guys exiting and out. Server equalize out here, and we'll be all set to run them. There's somebody rumbling out there. Holy. right, we got our first few cars lining up here. The rest of them get in line, and we will start sending them. All right, we got Liam Suzwea. Hope I said that correctly, guys. Feel free to roast me in chat if I didn't. Here we go. Nice solid fill outs on the first 3 zones for Liam. In that back straight, some nice speed and angle into these transitions. Through our inner clips too, with a nice deep fill out. Onto the wall. And across the line. Nice solid run there for Liam. Up next, we got Nolan Stanley. Throwing some massive angle and speed out there on the track. And across the line. That was Nolan Stanley. Up next, we got Michael V. AOM Blastoise. Seen him in season 3. To rock that VDC Corvette. Now he's rocking his custom Corvette. Solid run there by Michael V. Throwing open the doors, hoods and trunk. Dijuan Reeves. Got him on his way. Nice solid fill outs on those first 3 outer zones into the inner clip and cross our back straight. Nice solid angle through there and onto the wall with some nice proximity, pushing it through and across the line. GDC PDR up next. Run some nice angle through there. Coming across into our first inner clip. Just tagging that inner clip too, and across into our wall. Holding up the proximity and speed through here. And across the line. GDC PDR. Up next, we got Brandon Marina. Absolute angle coming through here. Brandon Marina, huge speed into the wall, and across the line he goes. Up next, Legacy Cat Slayer 69. Nice. Here we go. We got him going. Pushing some solid speed through these first two zones. Nice fill out on the inner clip. Very easy to start losing it or throwing a little too much angle through this back straight. All about lining it up for that inner clip too. Setting you up for the last two outer zones onto the wall. With a solid run for Cat Slayer 69. All right, up next we got Kobe Wells. It's in there ready to go at our line for us. 3, 2, 1, go. Heading off the line here. Picking up the speed. Cross the initiation line. Oh, and a little too much speed throws him into the dirt a little bit. Dropped 1 to 2 tires there. Definitely going to hurt some of the speed coming around here. He's got a lot of speed to make up to revive this round. And this run. Across those last two zones onto the wall. A little bit of a tap there and across the line. It's unfortunate to see, but a solid attempt there by Kobe Wells. Got our last group loading in for this server, and we'll be migrating over to another one. Only 2 servers left to go. It'll be servers 4 and 5. It'll be time for these judges to really get to work and get those qualifying scores out to you. It is going to be quite the process, but we'll get those by the morning so that you guys know the top 32. We'll also have that file ready to go for those top 32 in a singular zip if you don't already have all the cars from the servers. Because we're approaching 11:30 Central Standard Time here. It has been a busy week, busy night, and one heck of a battle set for tomorrow. All right, here we go. We got a few guys loading in now. Set and ready to go soon. We are very deep into quali so far, Steven. I would say we have about 30 cars to go, 30 to 40. We've had over 100 drivers participate in tonight's quali, all competing for that top 32 for battles tomorrow. Gotta tell you, this has been a very big challenge for us. Mighty growth from season 3 to season 4, but I'm doing the best we can for you guys as quickly as we can without compromising that quality. There we go. We got Anthony Norfolk out there rocking some monstrous AOM flags. Nothing against it in the rule book, so he's got them out there, and gotta love it. Something a little extra that you don't see all the time. Let's see what else we got running out there. Looks like they are all headed back to pits, starting to get ready to line up. Maybe, maybe not. I say nothing like practicing up to the moment and then having to wait for your turn to get that one run in. Be a lot of pressure for some of these drivers here tonight. Looks like the rest of the drivers here are making their way slowly down that pit lane, getting in position and in order. Waiting for the green light from our staff member, and we will be all set to start sending these guys. It's like about 5 of them there that we can see. It looks like we got our first driver up. DMI C Note gonna be leading us off here in this group. Let's see it. Through that first outside zone, second into that first interclip. A nice solid fill out. Using every inch of the track here. Cutting it in just a little bit there and into our final outer zone on the wall. DMI C Note cross the line. Up next, we got Anthony Norfolk, AOM. Let's send him. Got those flags blowing in the wind. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3 zones here. Solid fill out on that inner clip. Something I've been keeping a close eye on here tonight. Been a quite a few little slip ups here on that. Either that first outer zone or that second inner clip. Inner clip, that is. Nice solid proximity on the wall with a little bit of scrapage, and across the line, Anthony Norfolk goes. T. Aris style is up next. Got them lined up and ready to go. Here we go. Keeping it nice and slow through that speed limit zone. Coming out. Releasing all 1,000+ horsepowers. Some massive angle coming into there with a little minor correction there as he comes around to our first inner clip. Into the back straight with our back-to-back outer zones for that Manji. Second inner clip, build out onto that wall. So we got a little bit of scrapage going on there, but pushing out and across the line. BT Aris style. Up next, Carlito Spicy Johnson. Let's send him. Looks like maybe a light issue there, but he's on his way. Nice solid angle coming through that initiation with a fill out on that first outer zone, second outer zone, and into first inner clip. Using those rumbles, using every little bit of track here. Carlito Spicy Johnson. Nice deep fill out on that inner clip too. Across our outer zone. And a solid run there for Carlito. Up next, we got Tyler Duck. Let's see it. Huge angle coming across that initiation. Tyler Duck filling out that first zone. Getting a little wild out there. A little too much speed coming into that first outer zone. Pushing back to back on the straight. Solid fill out on that inner clip too. Onto the wall. Tyler Duck. Holy turducken. He's done it. He's across the line, and we're on to the next server, everybody. We're going to throw up that start screen real quick as we get everything set up once more, and we'll be getting some more custom cars sent through here tonight. And do ignore the 10-minute timer. It will not be 10 minutes, everybody. All right. Custom server 3 is down. Custom server 5 is up as we enter into our second to last server of the night. We got about 18 drivers in here and another about 10 in the other, and we'll be wrapping up our qualification here tonight. Appreciate everybody that has swung by, checked out the stream, thrown that support in the YouTube. Appreciate you, as well as Twitch. They're in here furiously practicing right now. Here we go. We got a little bit of spectating cam going on right now. This is Nate S. Everybody getting their last few practice runs in. Staff member is in the VC, giving directions. Make sure you guys listen closely and help us move this along. Got Jonas running right now. And those last few practices in. Johan Garcia. Throwing some mighty fine fill outs out there. Nice solid runs here by Johan. Take a look and see who else we can find out there on the track. OT Don coming up the back straight, heading into those final two outers. Guys trying to refine every movement on this track, getting into those high 90s for those scores. Yeah, exactly that, Drift Dragon. Do exactly that run you just did. That's how a lot of these guys are doing. They're putting down absolutely spectacular runs, and then you get lined up and pressure sets in, and sometimes it gets the best of us. Twist. Rolling in those practice runs. Tristan Towers. Well, we got just a moment here. I'm gonna have a quick scroll through here. Got a few people to thank here. Drift Sync, I Faded, Maldo Gaming, Haley K, Farmatic, Dacky22, Quitters, Ghoul Wolf Jr. Thank you so much for the follows, guys, over on Twitch. Don't forget to check us out over on YouTube as well. All the same great stuff going on over there. Never gets deleted, always up there for you guys' enjoyment for that long form content. There'll be highlight reels from our battles tomorrow, as well as our battles live tomorrow on YouTube. All right, Cone Man coming out of the bushes. He's ready to go. First driver up for our second to last server here. Hydra. Here we go. Coming down into our initiation. Hydra throwing some angle in there. Nice conservative entry, looking for a nice solid run on the line here, holding that angle through, as well as just throwing some angle and style on top of there, looking for that proximity, coming into that last wall and filling out the full entirety of these zones. Hydra doing just that, across the wall. A nice proximity all the way throughout and across the line. Ian Haynes, Twist, coming up. Right at you guys. Twist right here. Ian Haynes. Hayes. Sorry, Hayes. Going a little wide on that first outer zone. No bother, he continues throughout. Nice fill out on that inner clip one. Coming to our back straight here. Picking up that speed. Set him up for a tap on that inner clip two and into the wall. For a solid full fill out and across the line for Ian Hayes. Twist. Up next, Johan Garcia. Let's go. Watching him do a few practice runs. Let's see if he can stick to it in his quali run. Huge angle across that initiation. A little shallow there, but man, did he rip it across that line. Fell out on the inner clip two, into our back straight. Back to back. Through the inner clip two. Filling out the second to last zone and onto the wall. A little bit of scrapes here and there, but across the line he goes, and a solid run for Johan Garcia with the hood flip right at the end. Jonas Beckeland is up next. Here we go. Keeping it nice and tidy through that first corner. Lining up for the straight. Let her rip. Coming up a little shallow there with probably one wheel in the zone there, but making it through. Across that inner clip. Like he's feeling a little gripped up out there. But filling out the inner clip too with maybe a tiny little bit of a pylon tap through the wall and finishes it off strong across the line. Up next, we got Nate Sterner. Nice flick across the initiation line with a fill out on that first zone. So easy for these drivers once you hit a little bit of that dirt for it to just pull you all the way in. Not a problem though there for Nate Sterner out there with some nice solid fill outs coming across that inner clip two into our second to last outer zone and onto the wall with a tap there right part way through as he crosses through with a strong finish. Joseph JK rocking a 370Z. Nice solid fill outs throughout those two zones into that inner clip. Joseph JK on the back straight. Across inner clip two, filling out that second to last zone into the wall. With a solid, consistent proximity throughout and across the line. He goes. Next up, Garrett Shaw, AOM Arizo. Let's see it. Low and slow through those cones, coming out, hitting the throttle. Nice solid push through those first three zones into the back straight. Lining up for the inner clip two with a nice deep fill out. Across the wall. A solid run tonight for Garrettchaw. Up next, drifting with Mitch. Let's send him. Solid fill out on those first 3 zones. Massive angle coming across that back-to-back Manji. See how it sets him up for that inner clip 2 with a fill out there and onto the wall. Here we go. Solid, consistent. Last zone. Next up, AOM Gambit. Flicking it in across the line. Consistent fill out there on the inner clip 1. This guy's having to fill out 9 zones on Murno. Our second decel zone coming into that wall, and a solid proximity there as he pushes through there. Maybe. And up next, Justin A, RKX subgrip. Solid flick across that initiation line, pushing it nice, safe, and easy on that first outer zone. Deep fill out on our inner clip 1 to the Manjis, back and forth on these outer zones. Dialed in on that inner clip 2, filling out that second to last zone and onto the wall. Not only proximity the judges are looking at for that corner, but also the amount of angle these drivers are pushing in to some of these zones. Up next, we got Tristan Towers. Let's send him. Rocking that custom Corvette. Oh, bro, it's zooming. Definitely a little bit of connection issues there, as he is hovercrafting it through the course. Oh no. A lot of times, guys, we see that when there are some connection issues or ping issues on the client end there, but hoo-wee, man was flying through. You know, it was very interesting to see him scoot off the track, then come right back onto the line there. So CNC note 100-point run. I mean, bro lost his wheels and was levitating. I don't know about you guys. I've never seen that before. Thanks for the kind word there, Saif. Appreciate it. We do work very hard, as well as all the volunteers that make CSG Drift happen. Again, as I mentioned before, we did launch a merch line of t-shirts. We have about four t-shirts in there. You can get them as mouse pads, all sorts of other stuff. There's some goofy ones in there. There's even a "We Love Cone Man" shirt. All the proceeds for that go to the volunteers to kind of thank them for their time. They're dedicating their Friday, Saturday nights, plus time during the week to kind of make these events happen. So I appreciate everybody that's come and participated in this. And I'll let the server settle here. As you can see, once we have a bunch of guys loading in, get a little unstable here. So these guys are going to run a few little test laps here, and we'll get them on their way. Another big shout out to VDC for making their comp tracks public and allowing us to use them for our competition. Couldn't do it without all the awesome content creators of Assetto Corsa that make these cars, maps, and make a 10-plus-year-old game relevant in 2024. Got about 2 more drivers loading in, and we'll get our next group sent through. All right, we're just about ready to get rolling here. See if we can catch some practice runs of these guys as everything settles out. forget, guys, we have our battles tomorrow. Top 32 duking it out for that podium finish. We have our guy Spawns FPV rocking the drone camera for these guys, as well as multiple judges sitting in here rating those live with side-by-side replays for you guys and instant replays after every run, so we can you know, take a look at how these guys do when they're duking it out with a fellow teammate or maybe a foe. Just another one or two of these practice runs and we should be all set. You go black. Right on the back section of the track here as we come across this final three zones. Seen a lot of slip ups there tonight on that wall, inner clip 2, even some on the first corner there. All right, looks like we may have a lineup call here. These guys get in order. All right, looks like they're settled in, ready to go. Let's get these quali runs going. First up, all right, we got Jay Blankenship going up first. Sending him on his way. Massive angle through that initiation. Out those last two zones onto the wall. And across the line. There you go. Up next we got Hugo Black. Nice little conservative flick across the initiation there with a full fill out on that first and second outer zones. As he picks up speed throughout the course. Cross that inner clip 2 into our last zone on that wall. A little bit of a scrape there at the end, but across the line for Hugo Black. OTM Dom up next. OT Dom pushing through the first two zones. Going to be nice solid fill outs across that inner clip. Cross that back straight, back to back, and into that inner clip 2 Going very wide there, but keeping it on the track. As we push into that last wall zone with some proximity and across the line for Dom. Up next, we got Success Liz, rocking a custom A90 Supra. Doing a good old fashioned 3, 2, 1, go. Nice flick across that initiation line, fill out on that first zone. Cross our inner clip one, nice. Back to back, cross the back straight, setting up for that inner clip two, tapping it. Unfortunately, a little short on that second to last, but across the length of that wall and across the line to finish her out. Hustler up next. Another Supra. Throwing all 1,000 plus horsepowers across that initiation. Setting it up for that first inner clip, filling it out. Through the back-to-backs. Oh, going wide on the inner clip too. Oh, and through that second zone, saves it for the wall and comes out unscathed from the wall. Up next, Style Factory Kai. Rocking that RTR. Solid fill on the first 3 zones. Into the back. Setting up for the inner clip 2. Going a little wide too. Keeping it on the track. And across that final wall zone. A lot of speed. A lot of angle. Let's go. Up next, Jamie P. Across those first 3 zones. Solid fill outs coming across the back. Manji setting it up for the inner clip 2. Nice deep fill out, pushing through. Second to last zone onto the wall. A little bit of taps here and there and across the line for Jamie P. Up next, we got Cage Jones. Rocking that Corolla. That ain't your average Corolla. Nice solid 3 zones there. Coming around. 1, 2, And 3 outers on that back straight, coming into that second inner. Nice fill out there, coming across and into the wall. Okay, solid proximity and angle coming through there and across the line for Cage Jones. Got Ashira Ahara. Let's send him. Absolutely mental sounding car there. So that's for the first 3 zones coming into the back straight. Hits the inner clip 2. Right about in the mid there, coming into the wall. Some solid angle and proximity throughout. No scrapes today. And across the line for Hashira Ahara. All right, and that's going to wrap up that server. We're going to be moving on to our last and final server. About half the cars of all these previous servers, and then we'll be wrapping up qualification for tonight. Keep your eyes peeled on Discord for those scores to be posted up. Last and final server, server number 5. Loading us in. After we conclude our qualifying here tonight, all servers will be going back up so that if you guys are looking to get in a little bit extra practice tonight and it's not too late for you, you can feel free to hop in and do your thing. Just getting us lined up here. Cone Man comes out onto the track. Looks like our first competitor of this server is gonna be Alex Thielson. Waiting for the thumbs up from the staff, and we'll get these guys rolling. All right, looks like this is our group. Alex Thielson heading his way down the track. Nice and steady through those cones. Nice flick across the initiation line. Filling out that first zone. Into the second. Inner clip 1. Onto our back straight with the back-to-back Manji. Lining up for the inner clip 2. Tapping it, coming through. Now that line up on the wall is a little bit of decel into that decel zone and across the line he goes. Alex Thielson. All right, up next at the line, we got GDC Joe Zinks. Josen XO. Correct me if I'm wrong. Terribly sorry. Tried my best. Let's go. Here we go. Nice solid fill out on that first zone. Coming into the second. And into that inner clip. This guy's going back to back. Solid fill out. Into the second to last outer zone. Onto our wall. Ooh, a little bit of a bump there, but a solid run nonetheless. Ryan Baum up next. Nice, calm, cool, and collected through those cones as he rips across the initiation line into that first outer zone. There we go, coming into the back straight, picking up that speed. Throw some nasty mean angle into this last zone here to set him up for that inner clip 2. Makes it in, fills out our second to last zone, and onto the wall. Across the line. Solid run there for Ryan Baum. Up next, we got Jet Singer. Oh, and unfortunately, just a little too much sauce coming across that line. Pushed him into the dirt, but let's give it up for Jay Singer, finishing out his run here. Looking mighty fine on the second half of the course here. Hey, across the line. Up next, we got CM Carter. Let's send him. Outs on first. 3 zones coming across the back straight. Put the Manji back to back. And across the line. Up next, we got Michael Trabb. Throwing in some nice angle on the first 2 outer zones, hitting that inner clip, and into the back. You guys know it. The Manji, here we go. Inner clip 2, nice fill. Second to last outer zone. Let's see how he does on the wall. Nice aggressive angle coming across there with some proximity and across the line for Michael Trabb. Finishing off. One of the worst drivers around. No, I'm just kidding. He's one of our flesh and blood. One of the staff members, Stylex. He knows we all love him. Let's see it. Guess I deserve that one. Little bit of smoke show for you guys at the end here. That's gonna wrap our qualification up here. Stylex ripping it out on the track here in his Ferrari 599. Absolutely mental car. Got that purple pink smoke going. And across the line. Well, guys, that'll wrap it up here for tonight for our qualifying. Don't forget to like and subscribe over on YouTube. The rest of the series for CSG Season 4 will be held over there. Share it around if you know anybody that likes those drift comps. Tell a friend. We'll be over there tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for our final round. Again, guys, this was VDC Brno 2022 Season 4 Round 1 track by VDC. We are absolutely ecstatic with it. This is CSG Drift, and I appreciate every single one of you guys that tuned in here tonight. Don't forget to check us out over on YouTube and Twitch. We'll be live tomorrow, same place, for that top 32 battles. We'll see you then.